And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Talisman, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player, the red Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Cure. Here we go. As we're here in the grand finals, we have our best of 5, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our finals. And welcome one and all to Talisman. If you've not been watching online events as of late, you may be curious, maybe, hold up, Talisman? What's going on? Do we have a new ladder map pool? I wish. But no, events like PiGosaur Monday, Monday Night Weeklies, Sparkling Tuna Cups, National Tussle, KSL, the Korean StarCraft League, a lot, if not most of these online events, they do feature a custom map pool. A custom map pool where we have decided unanimously to get rid of the older maps in the ladder map pool. I'm referring to Abyssal Reef, Neon Violet Square, and King's Cove. Those 3 old maps from 2017 have since been removed from tournament online open cups, and they have been replaced with older TLMC maps instead. They're replaced by Starchild, by herO, and by Talisman. I believe Monday Night Weeklies has a different setup. I think they have some slightly different maps, but regardless, kind of like same premise. I don't think Cure's played on this map before, but yes, there is a mineral wall. There's a mineral wall that workers can actually move through, so it looks like Cure didn't realize. He's like, I locked you in. Where's the probe? And herO does escape. And again, you can see here some of the unique features. You have 2 options here. You have your natural, or you have a triangular third base that is a hybrid base. And you can see here that workers can actually mineral walk up and down, which means you can actually expand, and you have to mine through these patches for a unit to gain access. That's the workers they chase. But we don't have just one hybrid base, we have a second hybrid base as well. And it is not uncommon to see players take this base and then expand towards their opponent and take the third. Likewise, we also have a high yield gas geyser in the center. These center bases are much more exposed. Behind this, we have our tech of choice going for a Stargate opener from the side of herO. Stargate into Oracle or Phoenix, we'll keep an eye on him. Likewise, Cure back at home, opening up with his CC. Double gas into a factory into a delayed CC, so a much more aggressive start by Cure. Much more aggressive, much more assertive. Here it does pull away. Does pull away. Cure getting his natural, still getting up and running. Oh, and here he is going, not Oracle first, is going Phoenixes. So Phoenix opener out of herO into a Robo. This looks like your typical standard Phoenix Colossus. Very old school, very out of meta. Rarely seen, but herO, he's indulging in it here and now. As Phoenixes, they gain map control, and then Colossus, they rule the ground. Once they build up. Before then, risky maneuver here. Cure, he moves out, he gets, does spot the Phoenixes, pulls away, doesn't want to get caught out. But regardless, may still commit across the map. Going for the tank. Here's the pickup. Cure does push. Now, when it comes to a Stargate Phoenix opener, you are vulnerable early on because the Phoenix count is low, right? With a low Phoenix count, that's all you have to defend. There's a handful of adepts, shield battery still in the way. And herO, he does chrono out that safety immortal. Doesn't come out in time. Phoenixes, they get a couple of hits in. They spot the move out. Tank has arrived, and Cure, he commits. Is committing. And herO, he will have that immortal just in time. Shield battery is ready. Likewise, commits to Shade diving in. He wants a tank. And it looks like he will get a tank is going to go down. Lift on the Cyclones. And herO, is he barely holding on? He is. At a cost, though. Will bleed out a lot of Phoenixes. Has to pull away. Another Phoenix goes down. herO does leave it idle. That's going to be 2 Phoenixes falling. And herO, he's still pushing in. The lock-on is brutal. The Immortal. The Immortal's going to go down. Massive pickup. And can he keep going? He cannot. Second Immortal arrives just in time, and herO holds. Whew. herO does hold. Forces back herO. Does force him back. Ooh. As another Phoenix goes down. These are expensive losses. Expensive losses for herO. Still trying to chase herO down. herO does pull away. Does pull back. herO, he hasn't overextended. He's still safe. Bearing in mind, no stim. Without stim, herO cannot chase this down. He cannot chase down these units. So herO, he will waddle away. And herO, he backs off. Whew. And after that aggressive push, we can calm things down. We can take a breath. Back at home, what do we have? We have a 3-1-1 setup here by herO. Building up his bio. Working towards stim. But remember, stim and combat shields have been delayed. Why have they been delayed? Well, for the Cyclone aggression that we just saw. For the Cyclones, for the Vikings. In the end, herO, he did not do the damage he was hoping for. And I would say that herO is in a better position. herO is getting a 3rd base. Building up towards Colossus. The bay is on the way. And without stim, without those bio upgrades, herO is safe. Like, herO can't really threaten him. He cannot move out. He cannot threaten the Protoss. herO can freely saturate. And saturate. herO moving out. herO does now move out. This is when, before stim is even done, this is an early push out of herO. Bold move. I do like this though. I think time is of the essence. But he scans, he saw the Colossus. Fake Colossus, might I add. And herO pulls away. Does pull back. I'm loving this setup here from herO. Puffing up his chest. Fear me. Ah. And herO, he's still staying back at home, waiting for his upgrades. 3rd CC's on the way. herO building up his real Colossus. Should be. Wait a minute. He cancelled. Oh, he canceled the Bay. Switching to Storm. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense. The Viking count, right? Look at the Vikings. Seeing this high Viking count at herO, he does confirm that. He does spot that with the Observer across the map. And he makes the decision not to go Colossus. Bold move out of herO. But we are still waiting on Storm. These Vikings, now they're going to be less effective. Storm has begun. You can see the Vikings, they're looking for a Colossus. They're looking for anything. But there's nothing. Here's nothing. Secure, he backs off, he builds up. Players are retreating, Storm is getting ready, and now that herO has Storm, he's pushing. Let's go. herO, he's moving in. He survived his build up towards Storm. That's how many High Templar? He's got 5. 5 High Templar, each with at least 1 Storm. Macho goes off. herO pushing in. Oh, massive storms on the army, but the tank shots are going to be going up, and there's no Zealots. Where are the Zealots? Where's the support? Zealots are coming in a little bit late to the party. herO trying to come in from behind, and herO, I feel like he's overextending here. He just doesn't have the numbers. He has Storm, but only Storm. Yeah, herO, he overextends. herO, he shuts down the army, and herO takes a massive lead. It does take a supply lead. That was an Immortal, 2 High Templar going down as well for mainly Bio. That was not worth it for herO. Again, it's one of those things where herO, he was hitting a strong Storm timing, but he had no support. He needed a ground army. Now he has it, but it might be too late. herO, he was premature, Pat. He was premature. No. Oh. Coming with a Storm. Nice connection. High Templar goes, oh my god, he stands in the Storm. Does stand in. herO pushing in, going for the dive. He's out of storms. Tank is going to go down. But last the Bio army will stand strong. Vikings, they land. herO, he holds once again. And does punish this time. He has Stim. Chases down 2 of those Archons. Nice snipes towards the end. herO backing off. He's now up to 4 High Templar. Needs a little bit more time for those storms. He's just heavily reliant on these storms to win these fights. Nice shot going up. herO out of position. Has to pull back. Oh my god, the EMP! EMP was brutal. 0 storms left. A crazy connection. And with that, herO stims in. He stims and he wins. He shuts down the army. The Zealots, the Immortals, everything here is going to go down. Again, that was the juiciest EMP, and can he do it again? He can. Takes 1 storm to the face, but only 1 storm. That was crazy. He caught 4 High Templar in 1 EMP. It was crazy. Oh my god. And herO, he plummets in supply. He plummets in supply. There's almost nothing left. He has 1 storm in the prism. Comes in. Not a bad storm. Takes down 2 ghosts. But 1 storm is not enough. It's not enough. Not anymore. herO, he breaks out across the map. Going for the expansion. herO charging in. And herO, he's barely holding on here. Shaving up more Marines. Not bad. herO having a hard time kiting. herO running out of steam. He has to back up. He has to retreat. He has to calm down. Whew. Again, these have been better trades and better fights for herO. But he has to wait for those reinforcements. Likewise, he's up to 80 workers, getting his 4th base fully saturated, fully operational. Now that he's built up, he can move in. Okay, High Templar, this time they spread. They get the feedback. Liberation has arrived. herO, he has freedom. He has freedom. Oh! Gets another EMP. Gets another EMP. That's going to be the final storm. Liberator is going to be targeted down. But again, here he should still have enough. He should still have enough to break through. He should be able to overwhelm. Heading back against the Zealots. Zealots go down. Immortal is exposed. Does get it as well. Still a better trades for herO. Despite that, other storms come in. herO survives. He keeps barely surviving here. Barely holding on. Oh, nice catch. Takes down a ghost. Takes down a ghost. herO refusing to go down. Oh. These are brutal. Yeah, these are rough losses here. That's what, 1, 2, 3 High Templar. 3 High Templar go down. Losses that herO cannot afford. I'll slip in towards that mineral line. Oh my god. Mate, every time. Mate, herO, he's locked in with those EMPs. He is the ghost. herO, calm down. There's the 1 storm. Once again, nice EMP here on the Stalkers. As he got back against his also. It does stem across the map. The army has arrived. Has no backbone though. Again, it is impressive that hero's been able to survive for as long as he has, despite the supply difference. Has been impressive. Another EMP connects, but with these charge lots, I mean, hey, once again, hero he can hold. Can hold on. Trying to chase us down, but once his ults go down, then brutal losses here. And finally, Kyohi resets the immortal count, gets every single immortal. Only Talks remain, and they do not trade well against this army. Not against these Marauders. Boys are being pulled. There's going to be one storm. Oof. EMP connects. And the base gets broken. The base is broken. And again, I'm very impressed here by how well hero has been able to survive, despite the fact that he's been dying like for the past 8 minutes. Like for the past 8 minutes, this has been like a slow death animation for hero. Despite that, has been like holding on and has been really making Cure work for it. Cure has had a massive supply lead for this entire time and is barely breaking through. Barely breaking through hero. Barely coming out on top. And finally the ball is rolling. Finally momentum is in favor of Cure. Takes down one base, takes down another. And Cure, he should not be stopped. And again, it's been impressive fights here out of hero, but again, it's just so much of a deficit that he has to make up for. It's too much of a deficit. Curie sims in, takes down the Archons. Liberation has arrived in the natural. Shuts down the economy. Rotating back around. Yeah, shuts down the last remaining army. Gets into the mineral line. Probe's going to be falling. Hero trying to hold on. Trying to. And GG gets called. Cure, he will take a lead in the series. Will take game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. It was a very rough start for hero. Very rough start. As a reminder, hero, he was premature. He did engage too soon. I'm referring to his fight at the 3rd base where he had 6 High Templar and 6 Storms, but he had no Zealots. He had no Zealots, so he was just very overconfident. He moved in, he lost everything in the process, did not have enough to actually buffer for his High Templar, and after that, Cure, he was able to take the better fight, able to take the better economy as well, and just snowball from there. From that moment, Cure was ahead, and he was struggling to kill hero. He was struggling, maybe just a little bit too excited, maybe was moving a little bit too soon, but regardless, hero, he was barely treading water for so long in that game. In the end, he was broken, but despite that, GG. GG well played. Did play well for himself after the initial blundered attack. And with that, we're getting into game number 2. And we'll see if Cure can extend his lead or if hero can fight back. Let's go. Let us go. Storm, no damage. I mean, the Storms are doing well for themselves, but again, like, winding it back, hero, he was playing from a deficit. He was playing from behind, just because of the rough engagement that he hit with this first Storm timing. And from that moment, basically, Cure gained momentum, and he never quite let it go. It was still intense, though. Still very intense. And still a very impressive play there from hero. As we're getting into game number 2. Game 2 is going to be on Whispers of Gold. Let's go. It's going to be on one of the smaller maps in the map pool. This is a rush map, known for aggression, known for all-ins. And we'll see how assertive our players are going to be this time. As spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, down in the series. We'll see if we can bounce back and make a series out of this. Representing Weibo Gaming, WBG, it is herO. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Red Terran player, the Red Terran representing Team Liquid from South Korea. It is Cure. And I will not be surprised if Cure goes for another aggressive build. As a reminder, remember, last game, Cure, he went double gas into a faster factory. He went into an early tank drop timing, which barely did not break hero. Early on, it was an impressive defense. herO, he was able to chrono out that first Immortal and survive despite the Stargate opener. We could see something similar here from Cure again. The reason why I'm assuming this is because of the map itself. Because how small the map is, because aggression is favored. Once again, double gas. Double gas opener, faster factory, delayed CC from the side of Cure. With this, we could once again go for a tank drop. This could instead be Hellion Reaper. It could be for a Hellion drop, could be for Widow Mines. We'll keep an eye on Cure. We'll see how he does. This could even lead into Banshee play, true. We'll keep an eye on the Terran. Likewise, on a smaller map, I do not expect Stargate. We saw the Stargate in Game 1, but you also saw just how difficult it is to actually make Stargate play work, just because you are vulnerable to early game aggression. On a smaller map, I'm expecting Twilight Council, maybe even a Robo opener. True. Also viable. So we'll see how herO does adapt. There's that faster factory from Cure. Factory is on the way. Waiting for the Cybercore back at home. Waiting for that Cybercore. Still building up. Ooh, he's doing it again. Stargate opener 2 games in a row on Whispers of Gold as well. Bold move. A bold move here by herO. Cure, will he scout? Will he scout? Will he confirm? Does spot the Adept. Pulls away. Oh, is going to be denied entry into the main. Going to be forced back. Behind this, there's that tech lab on the factory. Going for the starport. Does he go for the early Cyclone? Does he add on swap? Does he go for an early tank? Ooh, going for the add-on swap. Okay. No Cyclone here at a Cure. Phoenixes are amassing. And is opening Widow Mine drop instead. Okay. I would say this is a positive sign for herO. If we saw a Cyclone, then I would be scared for herO. He'd be in danger. He'd be in trouble. But Cure doesn't know. Cure, he didn't scout. He didn't scout. He doesn't know what he's up against, so he's going for a mine drop instead, which will favor the Protoss. herO does move out. Gaining map control. Now, I say favor the Protoss. It looks like herO might go not just for a Widow Mine drop, he might go with everything, including the Marines. And if he can get across the map, this can get economic damage. The goal here would be to cripple the economy. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Marines and Widow Mine. herO, he will spot the medevac. Does spot. Is aware. He's shading back. herO, I'm hoping he noticed. I know the Adepts did see the drop, but did herO see the drop? As herO has the one Adept here at the natural. Phoenixes are building up. There's the unload in the main. herO, he doesn't notice. And we're going for the mineral line. Diving in. Widow Mine gets lifted. Boys are being pulled. And Widow Mine does go down. And herO, he shuts it down. He defends. Losing only 1 Phoenix so far. herO, he does focus on some of the probes. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. 3 probes for a full medevac drop. Ay, ay, ay. Better trade for herO. And again, Cure didn't know what he was moving into. He didn't know that it was a Stargate. Didn't know there were Phoenixes back at home. So herO has a much stronger start. Now we get the Cyclone production, but it is delayed. There's 1 Cyclone to defend. And herO, he can dive in. He's going for the lift. Takes down the Marines, takes down the Cyclone. And herO, he's overwhelming. As he will shut everything down, including the Banshee. Oh my god. Now herO, he's running out of lifts. He's running out of lifts on these Phoenixes, unfortunately. They have a limited potential with what they can do. There we go, going for the Cyclone. Mass repair, keeping it alive. But the Cyclone is... Oh, the Cyclone will still go down. Yeah, the Cyclone, the Marines. More SCV kills, denied mining time. And herO, he's came to the production. He wants that Cyclone. And again, this is all right after the punishment of Cure's opener, of that Widow Mine drop, the Widow Mine Marine drop. It just has all snowballed from there. Getting another Cyclone. Cyclone, catching out the Marines. And GG gets called. This is game-ending damage as Akira just cannot make anything, and herO, he ties up the series 1-1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. And I feel like this series so far is just showcasing just how heavily TVP is momentum based. Kira, he gained momentum in game 1 when herO had the rough fight, when he had the blunted assault at the third, and Kira just never let it go. Here, similarly, Kira opened up blindly into a marine drop, got shut down, GG. Got shut down, GG. herO, he just immediately counterattacked, camped the production, and Kira could not recover from that moment, could not build up. Not after that. Not after that start. As his production was being camped. So far, a very intense series, very back and forth, and we'll see who's able to take a lead this time. As we're loading into game number 3, loading into Amygdala. And again, herO clearly showing that he is willing to mix it up and go Stargate. Winding it back, I should also emphasize that I don't blame Kira for opening up with the Widowmine Marine drop. Again, the chances of there being a Stargate at home was very low. It's really low to see Stargate play 2 games in a row, especially on a small map as well. So I want to say some mind games out of herO, or some metagaming, if you will, where he was kind of working with expectations, working against expectations, and able to just catch Kira with his pants down. Risky play is what I will say. Risky play out of herO, but it works out. It does work out well. Was able to keep the build hidden. And now we're getting into game number 3. And we'll see how this story continues. Who gains a lead in the series? So far, we're tied up 1-1. Will it go the way of our Terran or our Protoss? As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Amygdala, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Red Terran player. We have the Red Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Pure. We go. As we are tied up 1-1, and welcome one and all to Amygdala. Amygdala is one of the larger maps in the map pool, much larger, much more known for longer macro play as well. As a result, I would imagine that we'd be seeing a more economic start here by Cure. I'm leaning more towards a single gas racks expand, would make sense on Amygdala. We'll keep an eye on our Terran. Likewise, herO could even cut corners as well and skip or delay the Cybercore and go for a faster Nexus. We'll see how greedy our opponents are, our players are. Now opening up. Double gas. Never mind. Double gas open out of Cure. So playing safe. Playing very tech heavy. I mean, aggressive, safe. Here on Amygdala, I would say safe more than anything. Going for that faster factory. Into a more aggressive start. We saw that last game this led into a Marine Widowmine drop. Game 1, this led into early Cyclone, into early tank drop. We'll see what it leads here as... Oh, we're going reactor first. Okay. Interesting. So Cure, no SCV Scout. 0 SCV Scout, no Reaper Scout either because he goes reactor first. So quite greedy here as a response from Cure, as he has 0 information as to what herO is up to. And he's going into a faster factory. Factory's on the way. From here, Cure can go reactor Reaper Hellion, true. And reactor Reaper. Otherwise, we'll see how we open up. We could go reactor Marine into faster starport. There it is. Reapers are on the way. So Reaper Hellion out of Cure, much more aggressive start here, as he can go for a 3rd and 4th Reaper as well, and make extra Hellions. And the goal is to get economic damage, typically. herO back at home standard opener, to skate Cybercore into expand. Hallucination moves out to scouts. And herO, he will get eyes on the reactor Reaper. There we go. Sees the reactor, sees the Reapers on the way. He knows how much danger he's in. And herO ideally would wall off the natural, but we'll see how he's able to approach this. Building up his stalkers. Does spot the reinforcements. herO, he rallies across the map. herO, he's walling off the Reaper cliff. He walls off the cliff. Building up his army. He's got 2 Stalkers so far. 2 Stalkers and a Sentry. And that should be enough. As he is in position. So far, zoning herO away. herO, he has gone up to 4 Reapers and 2 Hellions. From here, he's going back into bioproduction, into Marines. But still very committed here by herO. Once he gets caught out. Yeah, he gets caught out. Hellion almost goes down. There's a force field. Hellion Reaper do fall. herO, he's trying to rush past the army. He's going for the mineral line. He does race past. And he gets in with 2 Reapers and 1 Hellion. Half the army breaks through. Oh my god, the probes, they line up. Oh my god. Okay, 2 probes, getting just 2. Whew. And herO holds. Nice defense out of herO. That could have been so much worse. You saw the workers line up. 1 or 2 more volleys would have been enough. But herO defends. herO, he defends. He shuts down the aggression. herO moving out now with the drop. Doesn't want to slow down. So he does boost in. Does try to boost past. So we do have our medevac here in between the bases. Yet to dive in. And so far we're slowing things down. And this is where the map comes into play. We spoke about this earlier. This is a very large map, known for macro play, known for mid to late game play as well. And that's where we're headed. Both players, after the aggressive start from herO, we're calming things down. We're building up 3-1-1 setup into a 3rd TC. Likewise, herO getting his own 3rd base up and running, getting fully saturated into a 4th base. It's been a really intense Game 1 and Game 2 in the series so far, and even an intense start to the game, but now we should slow things down and get into the mid-game here and have a back and forth. And more back and forth mid-game, which we haven't really gotten so far. Like, even in Game 1, yes, Game 1 was a longer game, but it was still herO with a massive lead from, like, a blundered attack out of herO. Like, it wasn't really, like, an even, mid-macro game. We didn't get that. But we're getting that here. As there's no player with a clear lead, here comes that 3rd CC from herO. herO taking up, working towards Colossus. The Bay is on the way. Not going to Storm this time, not yet. I mean, we could get into Storm later, as we get a 4th. But for now, Gateway Army with Colossus. And we can take a breath. Take it in. And now that Sim and Common Shields are finishing up, herO can now move out and expand and take his 3rd. Throwing down extra Maxes. Now, one of the reasons why it's so difficult to be aggressive on this map outside of the size of the map is also the limited attack paths. Basically, there's 2. There's the southern attack path and the northern attack path, and they are both covered by the Xel'Naga. And we can see here, herO, he has the tower towards the north and the tower towards the south, so any kind of move out, any kind of push, herO will see everything. He has the Observer as well over the main army. So herO, he knows that he doesn't have to warp in. He knows he can delay warp-ins, he can build up a 4th base, take gases, throw down his tech, focus on his production, on his upgrades. He has plenty of time to be notified of an attack. Likewise, as herO attempts to move out, the Zealots are ready for a run-by. And herO, he spots the move-outs, does engage at a time, leads out a Stalker. Zealots get activated, but there's a bunker back at home. And herO defends. Not without losing 4 SCVs. Or 5 SCVs going down. Oh my god, getting up to 6. 6 SCV kills. Likewise, Liberator pops off, not bad. Getting 5 probes. A bit of a back and forth. hero's moving in. Doesn't commit. Again, I don't think hero should push into this. This is a terrifying army. Hero, he pokes forward. Does poke forward against 10 SCVs. I mean, he is within range of the mineral line, but he's playing with fire. He's playing with fire right now. Like, he has to calm down. He backs off. He retreats. Hero playing very carefully. He knows that if he overextends, Kira can just stim in. He can just stim in and collapse on the army and kill everything. So a very delicate dance from Hero. And he escapes. He gets 10 SCVs. He does manage to escape. His fourth base is fully operational. He's now to 3 Colossus. But now he needs that support. We need more Immortals, Storm, Disruptor production. Another Zealot Runway is being set up. Hero once again moving in. Now, this time when he pokes in, is to distract. Is to create an opening for the Zealots. Zealots, they run into the main army. Zealots are shut down. Hero pushing forward, and he has to back off. Yeah, this was not as successful for Hero. It did look like his Zealots were a little bit too soon. He moved in too soon with the Zealots. He failed to distract. And with that, Kira defense. I mean, Kira, he was already in position, right? He was already in position. There's already a bunker, a Widowmine, Sim City. Kira is pretty well fortified. He's building up. Hero taking towards a Dark Shrine. Interesting. DTs. Does take an extra gas geyser. I say that he's on 4 gases. There's the second robo. I do feel like this second robo was a little bit late. That is concerning to me, as we do need those disruptors. We do need that production. We're moving out. Once again, poking forward. Gets a volley off. Let's go. That's Hero going for the gold on the other side. This I haven't seen before. I think I've seen a Zerg player do this, but a Protoss. Okay. Let's go. You have my attention. Este Hero. Este Hero. As it does move in, the CC overextends. Ooh, Cure. Yeah, massive blunder here. CC goes down. That should not have happened. Likewise, Prism into the main. Massive warp in completes. And Cure's being torn apart. Zealots into the main army pushing forward as well. Vikings, they shut down 1 Colossal, but the damage has been done, and the tank is exposed. And throughout all of this, 18 SCVs. And we catch reinforcements as well. Marines going down, Vikings as well. Cure, he is struggling. Up until this point, he was holding his own until the warp in. Until the warp in popped off, CC went down. Hero now takes a massive lead. And Cure's in trouble. Cure, he is in trouble here. He's down, what, 30 SCVs, 30 workers. Down at base. Hero, he's getting a 6th expansion. And one of them's a gold, which is crazy. It's insane. And Hero, from this moment forward, his goal here is to just reinforce and just keep attacking. And just keep trading. And over time, just whittle away at Cure. And to flex this greater economy. Takes down the bunker. Cure sims in. Zealots take the mineral line. Again, while Cure was distracted. And this time, Cure just doesn't have the supply. He has just limited army here to work with. More SCV kills. Nice hold position micro out of Hero. Intentionally does target down those SCVs. Just intentional targeting there from Hero. Hero attempts to expand, going for the gold. Hero picks off the sensor tower. And Hero just taking more base. Jesus. Taking more expansions. Now, at this point, I would want to see a third robo. I would want to see a third robo and maybe even Skytoss. Like a fleet beacon and more Stargates just in case to get ready for longer later games. Also, they charge in, they shut down the tank. Colossus too far behind. Here he backs up. Does pull away. Doesn't commit. Takes down 11 SCVs. He will escape with the Colossus. Stalkers are here to punish the Vikings. They can and they will. Down to 2 Vikings. Down to 1. Gets one of the Colossus, but still a better trade for herO. Colossus though taking a lot of hits. And Cure, he will clean up this army, but at the same time, DTs and Zalsay rush in. GG gets called. That was all that Cure had left, and herO will take game number 3. GG. GG, well played. herO doing a great job there, just gaining, maintaining, and never really letting any kind of map control go. But a lot of it came down to the War Prism. The War Prism to the main base, that was the moment that Cure was broken. That he was broken, he was torn apart. There was a massive warp in. Cure, he barely did not snipe that Prism in time. And we saw Cure just torn apart left and right, losing all of his SCVs and losing his expansion. That was the moment that herO did take a massive advantage, a massive lead, and never let go. Never did let go. Up until that point, Cure, he was keeping up. It was impressive. Cure, he was keeping up. He was maintaining himself, getting his 3-base economy up and running, but never got a 4th. Never got a 4th base, and from there, herO, he is 1 game away from becoming our champion. The pressure is now on Cure. The pressure is on. Let's go. Jumping in. Fun fact, herO, he's letting us know. He's letting us know that he actually played in the Monday Night Weekly earlier today, and he also, of course, played in Warning TV Monday. herO, he did not sleep. 2 weeks in a row. herO, he has gone full degen. He's pulled a 24-hour. He just stayed up 24 hours. Pulled an all-nighter. That's it. And herO playing 3 tournaments in a row without any sleep. Crazy, crazy. Byun used to do that as well. And now herO is animal. 2 weeks in a row. Crazy. Funada herO. Funada. Jesus. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming, leading the series 2-1, and 1 game away from making it or from becoming our champion this week. It is herO for Weibo Gaming. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner for Team Liquid, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, down in the series. The pressure is on. He has to fight back here now to force the ace match. It is Cure. Cure played really well in the EU Cup. It's good to hear. It's good to hear. What's crazy, again, is that he stayed awake and he's still playing. 3 tournaments in a row. He did the same thing last week and now this week as well, making a trend out of it. Este herO. Este herO. Ay, ay, ay. Twitch had open watching YouTube. herO going full edge. Degeneracy. Yo, herO, he's got a family to feed, you know? He's on that grind. On that grind. Respect it, respect it. But yes, full degen. Byun used to do the same thing. I remember asking the same thing of Byun. I was like, Byun, yo, have you slept? And he's like, I'm so tired. This was, I think this was back in December. Like November, December. Byun was doing the same thing. The passion, the commitment. and the degeneracy as well. True. Degeneracy. As for now, here we're expanding, taking his natural, Gate Cyber into Nexus. Cure. For the first time this series, single gas opener out of Cure means a faster CC. Took a while, I expected this on Amygdala, but that is not what we saw. So economic opener on ley lines. Okay. Which means we're not going to be anywhere near as aggressive. Remember last game we saw Reactor Reaper Hellion out of Cure, which didn't really quite trade as well as he was hoping for. Wasn't the start that he wanted. So he's slowing down. Here can do his 24-hour madness. He can. It also means that tomorrow he's going to be dead. She will sleep all day. Why are all the tournaments the same day? Well, the reason why they're all on the same day is because typically they're for every region, right? Like you have the Warty Monday, which is meant to be for Korea. You have the Monday Night Weekly, which is for Europe, and you have the PiGosaur Monday, which is for NA, right? It's meant to be for each region, but you know they're not region locked, so players they can try to stay up and play in everything, and it's really rare to see that. Sometimes, no, not even Clem and Maxx would do it, to be honest. They wouldn't. They would play in EU and NA, but they wouldn't play in Korea. They wouldn't play in the ESL Open Cup Asia. But every now and then you have a player like herO or herO. They try to go for the triple crown. All three. Crazy. Difficult to accomplish. Fun fact, last week, because herO also did this, last week herO, he got 3 second places. he came second in the Warty TV Monday, he came second in PiGosaur Monday, and in the European Monday as well. Like 3 second places last week. It's crazy. Here, he's gunning for the win this time. Here it goes in for the scout. Does confirm. Likewise, the first Widowmine drop gets across the map. 3 Widowmines. Can we lift in time? Oh, 4 Widowmines even. And 3 of them do get lifted. Whew. Yeah, Widowmines are denied. He kills 1. Up. Kills 2. Kills 3. But despite that, 5 probes go down. Oh my god, the Hellion! The Hellion! Oh my god, they light up! The Hellion, the herO, 8 probe kills. Nice Widowmine defense, but alas, the Hellions that make up for that, and 8 workers do go down. And was that worth it? That was a big commitment here from Cure. Remember, that was 4 Widowmines, a Medevac, and 2 Hellions for 8 probes. It was a big commitment, and what's most scary here is that herO, it's time to counterattack. Did go for a Stargate opener. My apologies, was a little bit engrossed in our little story time. But Phoenixes do move out for a counterattack. Plenty of Marines, plenty of bio. Cure, he's ready. Is ready. If they split it up over several days, they would allow him to sleep. True, true. Let him sleep, Pappy. Let him sleep. herO moves out. Does once again maintain map control. herO going for his 3rd CC. herO's is on location, going for a bit of a later 3rd himself. herO picking up Marines, not bad. Making use of those shields. Doesn't lose the Phoenix. Oh. herO, he attempts to punish. Doesn't quite catch him. Pulling back, and herO is going Phoenix Colossus. Once again, we saw this actually in game... I was going to say game 1. Not quite, but we have seen herO try to embrace Phoenix Colossus quite often so far this series on Amygdala. That's it. Did go for it on Amygdala. And we'll see if he's going to be as successful. Delays the 3rd CC, drags Yami back home. Cure out of position. SCV's going down. Kira racing back home. It's gonna be 5 more CV kills. Very nice movement by herO. Kira trying to keep up. Oh! Gets one! Yeah, miscontrol there by herO. He flies into the Marines. 1 Phoenix goes down. Just the 1. Better than nothing. Decent catch out of Kira. Just hoping for more. Once again, trying to catch out the reinforcements, trying to catch out the Phoenixes. Comes in with the intercept. Does flank and gets a bit of hull damage. Back at home here, he's building up his Colossus. He has 1, soon to be 2. Fortifying his 3rd. Kyor now landing his own 3rd base as well. And we're gearing up towards the mid game. Probably after that, yeah, 100%. I mean, it's still a good result for herO, getting 3 second places in a row. Like, it's still a good showing. As last week, he came 2nd place to Clem and to Max, and maybe Clem again. I think. That was, of course, last week. Here this week, has a lead against Kyor. 1 more game and he can claim that win. Now moving out, he's built up his Colossus. Prism has the right to reinforce. And here comes herO. Kyor back at home. What do we have to defend? Couple of Widow Mines. Decent bio army. He has his upgrades. Ghosts have arrived as well for EMPs. herO's still waiting for his reinforcements. Archons do morph in. And we'll see if herO can avoid those mine shots. As he is moving forward. Speaking of, Widow Mine is going to go up. Mine connects. Blank West Kyor building up his Vikings. Pulling back. More cells have arrived. And herO, can he actually break this? He's committing. Takes down the Ghost, takes down some Marauders. Boys are being pulled in. And herO is he overextending here? Brutal EMP. And herO, he does overextend. He's going to lose everything. This was not it. This was not the fight to take. Losing every single Phoenix. And the Colossus as well. herO, he was getting a 4th base. He didn't have to fight. And he does take down 17 SCVs, but he loses everything. 1 Colossus survives. And now it's time to counterattack. herO, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Did not have to push in. Didn't have to send it. And lost everything in the process. And Kyor, from here he can stim. He can win. He knocked down the base, knocked down the expansion. Oh my god. Prism goes down, Colossus as well. And herO has nothing left. There's nothing here. There's like 1 Immortal, 2 Archons, a couple of Zealots. This means nothing. More Zealots do come in though. They come in to reinforce. Despite that, it's nowhere near enough. And Kyor, we're looking to force that ace match. He stims in. Another Colossus rise. The Vikings are here for it. Nice damage already. Still rallies in. The Colossus barely survives. Shout out to the shield battery. And with that, herO, he's holding on. He's holding. He's surviving. Still in a rough position. Still down a base. He lost the 4th. He lost his army. But he's surviving. Let's go. Again, the lack of sleep, it might be impacting his decision making because again, like there was no need to push into that 3rd base when he did. It was a brutal fight. The insomnia. As here he does gain map control once again. And his army is so fragile here. Moving out, forcing Kyor back home. Here just giving himself breathing room. Berg's in. Takes out some of the Vikings. Oh no! Oh, the Colossus is gonna fall. He loses one, loses both. This is not worth it. Not worth it for herO. He just lost both Colossus. GG gets called, and Fury fights back. He ties up the series 2-2. We are going to the ace match. GG. We're going all the way to game 5. And we'll see if herO can bring it back, or if Cure can take the win. This can still go either way. The final map, the final game. Where are we dropping? Where are we dropping? As the game 5 is going to be on Frost. Getting into the ace match here. Let's see how this story ends. And game 5 again is going to be on Frostline. Going to be an interesting map, one of the larger maps in the map pool. Very indefendable 3rd and 4th bases as well. Known for aggression. And here he's been quite fond of Stargate plays so far tonight. We'll see if that continues. We'll see if that trend does continue. Do we open up Phoenix again? Typically a herO fanboy, but I kind of want Cure to win it. Oh no, you're an animal. You're like, I want herO to get another 2nd place. All the 2nd places. Oh no. As we are getting into our next game, we're getting into the ace match here. It all ends on Frostline, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Frostline, we have our South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Red Terran player, with the Red Terran representing Team Liquid. Fighting back, forcing the ace match. We'll see if he can go the distance here. It is a Cure. Let's go. Here we go. As we are settling in. Again, one of the larger maps in the map pool. Likewise, though, very difficult to defend in the later game state. The 3rd base, the 4th base, very isolated from each other, very spread out. Likewise, we have some massive, well, the bases themselves are quite massive. You don't really have that kind of ramp or choke point advantage that you otherwise would on other maps. So that all could come into play. Go. As we do have an economic open out of Cure once again, going for a Rax expand, economic start from our Terran player. Going for the CC is going to be delayed, oh, quite heavily actually, up to almost 500 minerals. It's a nice delay by herO. Does disrupt the opener by like a 2nd or 2. A couple of seconds. Are settling in. Likewise, our eyes are on herO. We've been playing a lot with Stargate play with Phoenixes. Does he do it again on Frostline? My eyes are on herO. Back at home. Once again, being as annoying as possible, does get away. Is Marine first by Cure. I should say Marine second as the Reapers across the map. But the probe should be hunted down. And for the first time tonight, or for one of the first times, herO he opens up Twilight Council into Blink, not into Stargate. Okay, let's go. Do you have that Twilight Council opener? Blink base play instead. But how many gateways? As here he does keep that probe alive, just barely. Does escape with the probe. Back at home. Players building up. 1-1-1 out of Cure. As here he does shade past. Let's try to shade past. Denies some mining time. Not much more than that. Likewise, he scouts. He doesn't get eyes on the starport. But sees the factory, so he knows there's no crazy like 3 racks. There's no 3 racks. As here he should be getting ready for an expansion. Getting to his 2-gate setup. 2 gates into a 3rd. Both players so far, we're just keeping up with each other. I'm assuming the hero is going to be expanding soon, and he should be looking to do so. Yeah, just 2 gates. Just 2-gate opener. Very economic build here by hero. Likewise, Kira is also building up as well. Also went for an economic opener, so no major aggression. He's already set up behind this, and oh, actually, my apologies. Here he took his gases. Should notice, but gases were taken at the natural. This means it's going to be a bay before expanding. So faster Colossus. And again, this is just more of an older school style. This is very trendy, you know, 1-2 years ago. Even like started last year. Before the energy overcharge. In recent days, or in recent months, in recent times, we've seen a trend and an uptick in Stargate play, into Blinkstalker play into Storm instead, just because of the energy overcharge. But here, just calming down, playing Colossus. Playing Colossus instead. Even previously seeing Phoenix Colossus, just a really out of meta style, which I do appreciate. Been a lot of fun to see. But up shades in, going for the mineral line. Ooh. It's gonna be shut down though. No losses. Nice defense here by Cure. Does defend well. Getting his 3rd CC. And so far, it's been a pretty passive early game, just because both players have been opening up economically, so just no major aggression at all. That will soon change, though. We're waiting for the upgrades. Once Stim and Combat Shields kicks in, once Cure gets his 3rd base, and he can move out. Likewise, Hero, it's going to be on him to contain Cure and to delay and kind of move out for as long as possible. So here comes Hero, and again, his goal is to just poke in, get an SCV here and there, get a depot, maybe an add-on. Or just, again, keep eyes on any kind of commitment. Oh, does dive in. Oh, he's crazy. He goes for the tank. Tank is going to go down. Not a bad pickup. Bleeds out a Stalker in the process. And here he pulls away. And will blink over the wall. Does blink over. 4 SCVs in the tank. Not bad. Oh. Not a bad start. Meanwhile, Auto Tartaras across the map. Does catch 2 probes. Hero still just building up his forces. Remember, because of his opener, faster Colossus. 2 Colossus already out. Kira taking his 3rd. And here he shouldn't commit in, but he might find a free tank. Oh, tank is unsieged. Colossus wipes going up. But does pull away. Once he does see the tank sieging, he backs off, he respects it. Here just dancing with the main army. Getting a couple of swipes in. Takes down the Widow Mine. The mine goes down thanks to the Observer. Rotates over. Oh! Take a mine shot to the face. Does get some hold damage on that Colossus. Hero, he has to be careful here. Oh my god. It sims in. Decent bait, gets 3 Marauders. More Order Touch across the map. Here he pulls away. Does pull away. Whew. Does respect hero's position. Backs up. Second robo into disruptors, in towards the mid game. Now, something that I emphasized before coming into this here is that, one, Frostline is a large map, that is true, and we're getting up to a 4-base economy, but I was also emphasizing how difficult it is to defend your 4 bases. What I mean by that is that the 3rd and 4th base are very spread out. They're very spread out from each other. They're very isolated as well. Because that, it can be quite difficult to rotate defensively between the 2 bases. On top of that, there is no narrow choke point or narrow ramp coming into the 3rd or 4th base. There's these massive ramps instead, so pushes are going to be more favored here than they otherwise would be on other maps like Ley Lines or Abyssal Reef or even Neon Violet Square. Like, these entry points are so wide and so large, so you don't have as much of a defender's advantage. For now though, here doing a great job of just containing Cure. Takes down 2 more Widow Mines. Looking for the Observer. Oh no, he finds it! Observer goes down. Here we're just keeping tabs on Cure, building up his Colossus, his Disruptors, I should say. Both armies are building up. Cure's army is terrifying. It's got a lot of Ghosts, Marauders, Vikings as well. Second Starport's on the way. This is potentially the beginning of Liberator production as well. And here he needs to engage ahead of time, especially with Disruptors. Ideally, you want to be able to get your first Novas off, back off, and then reset your Novas and get another set ready. As you kite back across the map. Takes on the bunker. Oh, Nova zones away. Mineral Line is under threat, and we have 2 more Novas. Oh, here a little bit trigger happy there. Does spend a lot of Novas. There's 1 Nova left. Here retreats. Does pull away. Has to be careful. Has to keep track of his own Novas to make sure he has one available at all times. Does need to hold on. Rotates over. Novas go up. Oh, does overshoot. Despite that, good splits. Diesel splits there out of Cure. No major connections. Does pull away. And Colossus are going down. The Vikings, they go ham. They get 1. Ooh, better connection towards the end, but 2 Colossus do fall. There's 1 Colossus left. Vikings, they did their job. They did well. Hero bleeding out a lot of Colossi. Down to 1. Mainly relying on Disruptors now. He's up to how many? Up to 9, soon to be up to 10 Disruptors. And this is where we will need those Liberators. Where's the freedom? Getting to +1 ship weapons. Building on more Ghosts. Army does dive in. Yeah, and Curie's in trouble here. Nova's going to be going off. Massive connection. Oh my god, massive connections. The Ghosts go down and the base is going to fall as well. Yeah, Cure, this 3rd base is going to crumble. Cure trying to come in for a surround. Alas, the army gets zoned away. And from here, he can just keep going. He can just keep pushing. 23 SCVs do fall. And he is moving in. And again, we have just 9 Novas available here to just perpetually keep the army at bay. 1 Disruptor rallies in. But still plenty more Disruptors left over. Here he does rotate. When I mentioned earlier about defending these 3rd and 4th bases, I mean, it's applicable to both players. Does favor whoever gains map control. Massive Nova once again on the Marauders. The Novas, they just keep going. They keep popping up. The missile doesn't matter. The Dorito cannon, it connects. But the Novas, they don't care about your Doritos. Ah, let's go. As here he maintains his position. Curie plummets in supply. Here taking every base on the map. Every expansion now in control of Hero. Does want to get surrounded. Bunker goes down. Snipes the Viking. Does snipe one of the Vikings. Build up to 11 disruptors. Just perpetual novas. And the bio army just cannot engage. Like, what can he do? Like, he just cannot push into this. Just so many novas. Does snipe 2 of them though. Army comes in from behind. Gets shut down. Colossus does fall. But the novas are brutal. Oh my god. They just keep connecting. Here he pulls away. He still trades well. Cure down to barely an army here. GG gets called. Yeah, he just doesn't have enough. He cannot keep up, and herO will take the series 3-2, becoming this week's PiGosaur Monday number 19 champion. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations, herO. He will claim the series. Again, Cure, he was just caught out of position. herO, he pushed in towards that third base. Cure, he was rotating towards the center, if you recall, and Cure, he got caught with his pants down. herO, he broke through the defensive line, and once he broke one base, the others fell, one after the other. And again, he got up to critical mass of disruptor. Just a really passive game. I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, from Cure, like Cure, he was very defensive, very safe. He was just staying back at home, building up his forces, and it allowed herO to get into his ideal. I should also give praise to herO. He recognized how defensive Cure was being, and herO, he did just tech up as quickly as possible right into his double disruptor production, into his gases, into his 4th and then 5th base, and then 6th base, and then 7th base towards the end. Just maintaining or taking full advantage of how defensive Cure was. GG. GG, well played. herO did gain map control, and with that, snowballed out of control. Congratulations. Congratulations here to herO. He can now go to sleep. He can now get some rest. Good night, Pappy. Good night. He's gone. He's out of here. And a shout out to Cure, because Cure, he played very well making it this far. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys missed out on the brackets yourselves. If you guys missed out on the tournaments. But Cure, he took down Björn to make it to the finals. Took down Shameless, took down Pig as well. No easy opponents. Cure did make it to the finals, and even then in the finals was a very close one. It was a very clutch back and forth between Cure and herO. Definitely some mind games came into play when it came to the builds of choice as well. I'm still brought back to the, I think it was game number 2, where herO opened up Stargate on Amygdala, and Cure just blindly kind of went for his drop. He got shut down, and everything just snowballed out of control from there. I think it was Amygdala. Could have been a different map. My apologies. But yeah, I'm still brought back to that moment. And yeah, herO. You're crazy games. Crazy games, man. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations. And with that, also congratulations to both herO and Cure, as they have both made it into the Pigsty Festival. Pigsty Festival number 5. They'll both be a part of that event. They both have, well, herO got invited, Cure did qualify, and we will confirm the second player later on tonight. What do I mean by that? Have a look at our schedule. Now, our schedule, we're lying to you here. Our schedule is actually slightly different, has been updated as of a couple of hours ago. Basically, we do cast every single day, and more often than not, we cast multiple times a day, every day as well. At 7 p.m. KST here, we were going to cast OSC Season 12 Championship. We were going to be going over those replays of that event, but we just got confirmation. Pig is hosting another qualifier at the same time. He's hosting another qualifier at the same time for the Pigsty Festival, and we will be casting it as well. So big shout out to Pig. Pig, he has allowed us to step in as like a B stream or as a co-cast to cover another portion of the bracket as well. So we are going to be casting the Pigsty second qualifier in a couple of hours. In 4 hours time. That's not a lot of time. But in 4 hours, we're going to be back. We're going to be back. We're going to be live with the second Pigsty qualifier for Pigsty Festival number 5. Do look forward to it. Do look forward to it. Who has signed up so far for that qualifier? Let me just double check here. Showtime, Geralt, Jumi, Creator, Trigger, Rebellion, Skilless, a lot of Protoss, Ryung, Nickerack, Spirit, Shameless, Mana, and Baby Marine, and many others. Hatsu, Ateshi, Azura. Just a plethora of players have signed up. And again, it is all to qualify for the main event. Looks like top two players will qualify for the Pigsty Festival. there you go. Well, that Pigsty Festival. And again, we're going to be live here with the channel on it. It does mean that we will be moving that OSC Season 12 broadcast. We already have an OSC broadcast on Friday. Most likely going to be shuffling things around and adjusting our schedule. We'll get there. We'll most likely actually just move it to Sunday. You can see on Sunday we have an open slot in the morning. We might just move it there. Would make the most sense. Would make the most sense. To maintain our schedule. It's amazing. Yeah, shout to Pig, Pappy. Shout to Pig. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys had a great time. And again, our next broadcast is going to be in 4 hours' time. Likewise, tomorrow we're going to be casting the Code for Giants Cup. Day after, we have the Rebellion versus Homeowner Show match. We have the Pwn cast. We have Little League Cup. More OSC, Amantes, SDO, STC. Plenty of content, plenty of StarCraft on the channel, as always, here on the Cranky Ducklings. And if you see something that you enjoy, if you see something that you want to see, but you cannot watch it live, then check us out on YouTube. We upload on YouTube on a daily basis, and the VODs are available on YouTube instantly under the live tab, as we do co-stream both on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So the live VODs are always there. They're always ready for you if you so choose. They're there available to you if you want them. Otherwise, thanks for watching. If you want to support us, you can do so via following us on all the social medias, !socials in the chat. You'll get a link to our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, all things Cranky Ducklings are all available to you if you so wish. Hold on, my command isn't working. There we go. There we go. !socials. So again, you can follow us there. You can also support us via Patreon as well. !Patreon in the chat, and you will get a link to our Patreon page. That is all to actually fund and support our tournaments. We do host events on a weekly basis every single week. We have Sparkling Tuna Cup on Sundays, and we also have SDO and MSO as monthly tournaments as well. Again, it's all done, it's all funded via Patreon. If you wish, you can support us there. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Otherwise, the least that we ask is to follow us so you can, of course, be notified when we go live. So thank you to all the supporters that we do have. Thank you for all the patrons that we have as well. Big shout out to all of our patrons that do support us throughout just our endeavors in StarCraft. Thanks so much for all of our patrons. Thank you so much for all the subscribers that we have as well. And with that, we are heading off for the time being. We will be back in 4 hours' time with some more StarCraft. We'll be coming back. So yeah, with that, thanks for watching. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. Who is live at the moment? Who can we send everyone over to? Let's quickly have a look at the Twitch page. Let's have a look here. Who do we have? We have Bomyoja. He's laddering a little bit. We have Sal is asleep. God, Sal is always sleeping. Oh my god. We have Practice X. Who else do we have? Sort of. I haven't rated Sort of in like a week. You know what? We'll give some love to old mate Sort of. Give him some love. Who else is live? Don't see too many others that I'm familiar with. Yeah, give some love to Sort of. Give him some love. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We'll see you guys at, either later tonight or tomorrow. We'll see you when we see you. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego.